Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. Do you know how technology can help you find, book, and manage your next travel assignment? If you don't, or if you're looking for new ways, you're in luck because today we have AMN Healthcare, one of our newest sponsors of thegypsynurse.com, is here to discuss how you can use technology to make your life and assignment searches so much easier. Joining us are Senior Director of Recruitment, August Larson, Director of Recruitment in Travel Nursing, Maile McKown. I hope I say that right. Sorry, I forgot to ask you. And Tim Yu, and Senior Director of Training and Development, and your host of the day for the Travel Nurse Division, Sandra Wild. So feel free to ask them questions in the comments. They're here to answer those as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and I will now pass this off to Sandra.
Thanks so much, Rachel. Well, I speak for our entire group and letting you know we are so excited to be here today and to talk to you about how technology has really changed and how you can utilize it even more nowadays in your travel nursing career. Before we start off, though, I could not start without first just saying thank you. It has been an unprecedented year with the COVID pandemic, with a lot of social changes and things that have been happening. And you all have been on the front lines and have continued to do your jobs and to do even more than what is asked of you. And we just can't say enough how much we appreciate you. We are happy to be a part of the solution and working through the past year and looking forward to kind of that 2021 bright light in the future with vaccines and people just really getting through this. We're happy to be a part of that with you, but you have really been the ones that are there taking care of patients and going above and beyond. So thank you, thank you, thank you. 2020 was the year of the nurse, as you all know, and probably more than ever was asked of you during that year. And we just want to let you know how much we appreciate you. So couldn't start without at least first talking through that. But as Rachel said, my name is Sandra Wild. I am the Senior Director of Training and Development for our Travel Nurse Division. So it's my job to onboard all of our new team members, our new recruiters, and teach them how to have great conversations with you and help you get to that next place in your career where you're really looking to be. I was a recruiter at AMN for just a couple of years and then transitioned to my true passion, which was helping others. So I am so happy to be here and be the host of our little show. We're really looking forward to getting your questions. I know we had a few prior to us starting that we'll talk through, but I'm actually going to kick it over to Maile. She, as we mentioned, is a director of recruitment for our travel nurse division. Fun facts about Maile: she's actually from Alaska, which I've never met anybody from Alaska. And even more fun fact, she is actually a movie star. She has been in a movie. So I'll let her talk a little bit more about that. Maile, over to you.
Thank you, Sandra. I wouldn't classify me as a movie star, but thank you very much for saying that. I actually was in a movie when I was in high school. They filmed the movie Bring It On in San Diego, and so I got to be an extra in that movie, which was really fun and my total claim to fame. And we were joking about it earlier that Sandra says, well, I think that still might be your claim to fame because I'm pretty excited about it still. But you definitely have to pause. There I am. Pause. There I am. But super fun. So that's my fun fact. And so I'm Maile McKown. I live in Charleston, South Carolina now, and I work remotely for AMN, have been for, quite a while, about 6.5 years. I've been with the company for 7.5 years. I am a director of recruitment now. I've been in this role for just over 1.5 years. And prior to that, I was also a recruiter at AMN. So definitely talk to all of you nurses a lot of time. Oh my gosh, I see someone that was one of my travelers in the comments. So hi, Cindy. Super exciting. So long time ago we worked together, but really, really excited to be on here. Sandra couldn't have said it better. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you so much. So I'm really excited to be here and talk to you. And I get the pleasure of introducing Tim. And fun fact about Tim is that he loves the outdoors, he loves fishing, and he loves to go climbing. So total outdoorsman. But one time he unfortunately had to be airlifted out of a hiking adventure. So I'll let him tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah, thanks, Maile. Love everything outdoors. My name's Tim. I'm Director of Recruitment here at AMN. I've been a director for around up about a year now, and prior to my role of leading recruiters, I also worked as a recruiter myself. But yeah, I was airlifted. Did one of those things where your friend's like, hey, I bet you can't jump from here to there. And, I made the jump, just didn't stick the landing and had to get airlifted out. So, those bets are never the right bets to take. But yeah, to Sandra's and Miley's point earlier, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys did in 2020. Many of us have had friends or family members who were impacted by the pandemic. So to hear their stories about, what they saw in the hospital and the care that you gave them, really put things in perspective for people like us who work in healthcare, but we get the opportunity to work from the comfort of our own home. So thank you guys so much. Kind of felt like a lot of us, white knuckled and just focused on surviving in 2020. So hopefully for 2021, it's all about getting back to normalcy and thriving again. And I had the pleasure of introducing our next guest on the line, August Larson. And August, fun facts is he met his wife at our company 16 years ago, and they actually both still work here. He was born in a small town, Pampa, Texas, if you guys know where that is. And what's really cool is he grew up with Rayford Young. If you guys are Atlanta Hawks fans, Rayford Young is the father of Trae Young, so he can tell you a little bit more about that.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, crazy. West Texas town, you just never think about that. But yeah, Rayford and I grew up, known him since elementary school and played basketball through high school, and then crazy enough, Trae Young. So pretty cool. Been following Trae since he was in middle school. Just unbelievable talent. And then, yeah, just funny. Yeah, wife and I, all we know is staffing. And people always ask me, like, how in the world do you work with your wife? And it's just like, well, it's all we know. So it's been pretty easy for us. But my name is August. I'm a senior director of recruiting in our allied division. So Medtravelers is the allied division under AMN. Been with AMN for almost 17 years. I came through an acquisition of a smaller company and been in the AMN family since 2008. So definitely just love working for AMN. Just the innovation and that what AMN stands for has just been great to be a part of that family. And again, just with everybody else, echoing just how amazing that the respect that we all have for our healthcare workers out in the field, especially over the last year. Hear it all the time, but really the unsung heroes. And we get to kind of do it from our own home, like what Tim was saying, but you guys are in the trenches, and we just really, I can't say enough how much I respect and appreciate everybody. So with that, Sandra, you're not going to get out of your fun fact. Crazy enough, so this is actually something really cool that I think, which really hits home from some of us who are at home, and we don't get to see this side very often, but when Sandra was going through labor with her child, she actually, one of her nurses that was caring for her was an AMN traveler. So pretty awesome story right there.
Definitely. Thank you, August. And I knew I wouldn't get away, but it does definitely just show you how much our nurses do, and we are impacted by you every day. I have seen a couple of questions come through the chat, so thanks, guys. Deborah, it is not solely for nurses. We are going to talk about allied professionals as well. And a lot of what we'll talk about will be pretty global. So whether you're allied, nursing, anything else, we'll talk a little bit about that. And we are so excited to be here. So Rachel will give you all of the advice we can give you to get started traveling. And hello, Susie, we see ya. So I'm actually going to start us off. We have quite a few giveaways throughout our session. So we're really excited to give away some great prizes. Our first prizes to be for the first 5 people that put a question into the chat. So over there on the right-hand side, throw your question into the chat. The first 5 will get a little box of happiness is what I'm calling it. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in there, but I promise you it will be something that you want. I am also going to hint to one of our big giveaways. We will be giving away something really awesome. I know I want it. Miley, are you ready? We want that. We're going to be giving away some iPads. So what you have to do to earn those is download our AMN Passport app, and I'll give you more as we get closer. But go ahead and download that AMN Passport app. It's a big part of what we're going to be talking about today. You can find it in the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. So AMN Passport, go ahead and start downloading it because you are going to want to win one of these iPads. All right. And I know that we have got some good questions in. So I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with really our first segment, which we'll be talking a little bit about just kind of the industry and where things are going. AMN has been a big proponent of using technology for a long time. But Maile, do you want to talk a little bit about how we're utilizing technology? And I'll get those first 5 questions for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just think back to when I was a recruiter and starting out, and the technology, how it's advanced from the beginning of when I was a recruiter 7.5 years ago till now. So really thinking about some of the things that are important to you all, and that is getting that job quickly, that one job that you really want. Back when I started, I remember submitting your profile and crossing my fingers that that nurse manager was going to call you and that you would be able to get that job over someone else that was submitted. And now I think about, we have virtual interviews. We have the app, which we've been sneak peeking. We'll talk a lot more about that later, but just how far that we've come. And really, we think about the market that we're dealing with right now and how it's so important to move quickly, right? You see those jobs that you want on the app. You want to be able to submit for them right away and do the interview process right away. So we think about virtual interviews and sending your recruiters jobs through the app, and how really that helps you get that correct job as quickly as possible, and utilizing technology in addition to your recruiter, in addition to talking to those nurse managers. It really helps assist in its ease of doing business and really helps your recruiter focus on the really important things that they can do while utilizing that technology. And I think, Tim, you had some updates too on kind of the market and technology and things like that as well.
Yeah, thanks, Maile. I think you nailed the point there. You know, we're really excited about this app, and if you guys are on the App Store downloading it, which you should do if you haven't already, you can see it's highly rated by you guys. But the whole purpose of the app is to really give that power back to you guys as a clinician to kind of give you more of a control on that speed to market. You know, with how dynamic healthcare and the market has been, it's really important to move fast. And of course, the best resource that you can have is a really good recruiter and a good agency to back you. But we wanted to give you a little more of that visibility as a nurse and a healthcare professional. So if you see that job that you really like pop up, you can hit that notification button and let your recruiter know. And we have a lot of exciting new initiatives where maybe to a point, if your recruiter, maybe they're on different time zones, you have everything complete, maybe you could send your file straight to that facility. So lots and lots of exciting stuff going on. And, we have a few videos to show you to kind of preview the app. But yes, very, very exciting.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. And August, I'm going to turn it over to you in just a second, but wanted to go through some of our chats. I love that all of you are in the chat. We were so worried that nobody was going to be commenting, so it's good to see you. Hi, Allison, we see you. We have more AMN travel nurses on here. Ted and Jan, I saw that. And I have our first 5 questions. So one, I'll actually take, do we have vaccine positions? We sure do. And we have more coming. It's something that we are so excited to be a part of, is being that part of the solution. So we do have vaccine positions. If you are not currently one of our AMN travelers and you haven't talked to one of our amazing recruiters yet, make sure that you get on that AMN Passport app, because we can definitely direct you in the right place. Erin, how often do travel jobs come through for allied professionals? So August, I think that's a great point to pass over to you.
Every single day. It's probably very similar on the nursing side. Yeah, we get jobs every single day. League leader with MSPs, I think is huge on our side, which I'm sure the same with the nursing group. But yeah, just easy answer is we get jobs every single day.
Every day, every minute of the day.
All day long, yeah.
All day long. Tim, anything that you want to add? I know it's not a question for the travel nurse side, but how often do we get jobs then?
Every day, every hour, every minute.
We're so excited to be a part of that. So our next question, do you work with new travel nurses? Yes, we do. Maile, anything else you want to talk about with our early and career nurses?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with all different tenures of nurses. So even if you're early in those careers, we do have some opportunities, even those vaccine jobs for early and career nurses. So we work with early and career all the way to really tenured nurses. So absolutely first-time travelers, seasoned travelers. And we really have an amazing set of recruiters that can help walk you through the process of travel nursing, make you feel really comfortable. Like we said, we have jobs popping in the system every day. So feel really confident that when you submit for opportunities that you're going to have that job and we can keep you traveling for a long time. So yes, yes, yes. And excited to work with new travelers.
Love it. Yes, we do. And Rachel, shout out, you are an AMN traveler and you have the app. So woohoo, if I had confetti, I would throw it. We're so excited about that. And so excited to hear from you about what you love about the app too. So fourth question, where do we have vaccine positions? So they're kind of starting to trickle in. We do have some in California. We have some that are starting to pop up in, I believe in Georgia. So there's some different ones that are coming in. Best way to find out, of course, is to call your recruiter. They're able to help you and really be that career counselor for you. Fifth question here was from Christy. How often do phlebotomy positions become available? August, I don't know if you want to speak to that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, with the pandemic, we have seen over the past 6 months a lot more in phlebotomy. They've calmed down a little bit, but still have been pretty steady. So I would definitely say reach out to a recruiter or contact us, and we can definitely look to see about finding something.
I love it. Yeah. A lot of our answers, as you can see, are going to be to reach out to your recruiter. They're going to have the most up-to-date information, and we can talk about everything that's available to you and where those things are located, how we're best going to be able to serve you. Good question. August, I'll actually turn it back to you, but then Maile, I think we can talk to this a little bit too. It was a great question from Allison. Do we have college tuition payback?
So we do have discounts with certain colleges to help you further your education. So, and again, your recruiter can give you all the details of that, but we do have certain discounts and can help you with furthering your career. Absolutely.
On the allied side, we have a new grad program, so that helps. Essentially, for that, you work with us and then you earn money, and then after a year you get a bonus, and it's a 2-year kind of commitment. And also, just kind of that goes along with that is you get mentoring as well. So if you're a new traveler, new grad, you get mentoring, and then also can earn money to help pay for some tuition.
Love it. Yeah, great questions, guys. I do want to make sure that we're talking to you a little bit more about how technology is really impacting you, since that has been the kind of focus. And I think it's going to answer a lot of the great questions that you have coming in. So I'm seeing all these comments, which is awesome. One of the things that I think answers a question I just saw is what's kind of the current state of traveling? What's the current state of the market, so to speak, or what's going on with patient care and how that might be a little bit different. So August, I know you're going to talk a little bit about teletherapy and telehealth and how that's really been impacted during this time.
Yeah, so again, I think it's great to see AMN just always looking for the next thing, innovating. And one of the challenges that we had on the allied side was specifically in our school business whenever COVID hit. And of course, schools started shutting down. And we have a big business in the school setting. And of course, schools started shutting down. So then, of course, we have travelers like, oh man, what does this mean for me? And one of our brands, Advanced, had come up with and created a program called Televate that we used and to pitch to these schools to where they could still treat the kids virtually. So we started to pitch that and provide that to our clients, and we saved 90% of our school bookings and kept those kids getting treated. It kept our clinicians on assignment. So it was fantastic to kind of see the innovation and be able to use that. And some of the amazing things that Televate does is it's kind of like a full-blown technology where it's not just, you have the virtual face-to-face. It's got a virtual therapy room that shows up. So when you're doing your treatments, it has a way to set goals. It's got you can do documentation. It's HIPAA protected. So it's almost the full scope of doing your job through the system. So pretty incredible.
I think that's what's been so awesome to me in just our conversations, August, is being able to see how patient care has been able to continue. Something that we wouldn't really think of is kids getting the help and support that they need while they're in school. They haven't been in school for a year at this point. So really awesome that we're able to provide that to them. A couple of questions that I got through. First, Andrea Nicole, been with AMN for almost 3 years. Hello, we love you, and we're so happy that you've been with us. Mohammed, I'm just going to answer this question really quickly. How to become an RN in the United States? AMN Healthcare is definitely your way to do that. One of our divisions, O'Grady Payton. O'Grady Payton can actually help you with that. So feel free to check out their website, and they would be more than happy to help you with that process. There have been a couple of questions on CEs and CEUs. As an AMN traveler, those are things that we can help with. We work a lot with being able to provide you with those continuing education credits. A lot of the things that you get while working at a facility or as your kind of main perm job as the hospital, we duplicate with travel nursing. So and with Travel Allied or really any of the travel divisions. So we love to help with that. Tim, I'm also going to turn it over to you just to get back to that teletherapy, telehealth. How have we seen that as an impact with nursing?
Yeah, one of the great things I like about telehealth and teletherapy, it's going to be a huge thing to come for the next couple of years. But, one thing that I like that's not immediately front-facing to nurses and healthcare professionals is with AMN, we're also a workforce solution company. So we have a lot of tech initiatives that deal with workforce staffing. And how this works is, we have a direct line of communication with our clients, these facilities, and we have a lot of tech options that allow our clients to make better decisions through data. So this could be through projecting staffing or forecasting or seeing what their actual census is. And, what this means for you as the traveler there and is, these clients, they have a better know-how of, what's going on with their census, what's going on the floor. And, this could prevent shorten contracts or cancellations, anything like that. So I think that's a really big point with AMN and our clients is with these tech initiatives, it adds an additional layer of security with our travelers at those facilities.
Always a good thing for you and obviously for the facility as well. Maile, you were going to jump in there.
Yeah, and just, as Tim's talking about kind of that, total talent and looking at it holistically, with AMN, we have, several different divisions that provide, our clinicians and clients with different resources. So just thinking of something else that we've utilized during the pandemic is a recent acquisition of Stratus Video, now AMN Language Services, which really helps eliminate communication and language barriers between patients and providers and really utilizing translation technology. We utilized this a lot during the pandemic with things like telehealth and teletherapy, and we're utilizing it a lot with our vaccine projects too. So kind of that holistic approach of really thinking about technology as an entire company that's helping patient care, that's helping clinicians, that are helping clients as well, which is really amazing too. So just wanted to add that little thing in there too.
Yeah, definitely. Something we don't always think about again, but it is nice to really look at our facilities holistically and see how we can support them in the best way possible. So as Maile mentioned, that really is our goal as AMN Healthcare is to really provide that total talent solution to be able to give our hospitals what they need, make a great place for you to transition to and to have your 13-week, 26-week assignment, whatever it might be. So thank you guys for jumping in there. We are going to transition over to AMN Passport, which we're very excited about. And I have a quick video for us, but first I'm going to talk about our giveaway. So we have 5 iPads to give away. So get your phones ready. Hopefully you've had enough time at this point to download the AMN Passport app from the Google Play or Apple App Store. And all you're going to have to do, jump in there, take a look at the jobs, find any California job. I don't care which California job it is, but find any California job, take a quick screenshot, post it to your Instagram story and tag AMN Traveler. So again, jump onto Passport, find any California job you want, post it to your Instagram story, and tag AMN Traveler. So we'll see who those first 5 winners are. Hurry up and get going on it now. We have a quick video I'm going to play for us on AMN Passport, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it. It's definitely something that's changing in today's environment and something we know that you as clinicians have been asking for. So we're really excited to talk more about this. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all. And we'll get it going. I'll give it a second here. So I will go ahead and play our quick 50-second video. I think it's actually a little longer than that. All right. So as I mentioned, we are so excited to talk about AMN Passport and everything that it has to offer you. I am going to go ahead and start us off by turning it over to, I believe, Maile, you're going to start us with AMN Passport.
Yes, absolutely. So really excited to talk about AMN Passport. I think about my own day-to-day life, and I spend the vast majority of most of what I'm doing outside of work on my phone. I'm ordering my groceries. I am, paying my nanny. I am ordering that bathing suit for my daughter for summer, all right on my phone. So this is the way of the future. We all know this. So just really excited about giving this to you guys. And this app really was created by our clinicians for our clinicians. So when we very first started developing the app years ago, we brought in a group of AMN travelers to really design and develop what this app looked like, what it should do, to really create it for you all. And we continue to do focus groups and surveys of our clinicians that are using the app to make improvements and release new features and functionalities for you guys. So that's really, really important for us that we get your input and we really create this app for our travelers. And just to highlight, I know you saw it in the video, some of the really great features and functionalities of the app that are really great is that you can search for jobs, send those to your recruiters. You can request an extension. You can view all your assignment details. You can view and sign your contract. You can submit a ton of credentialing documents. You can submit your expense reimbursements. You can view your pay stubs. You can submit references. You can refer friends. You can see all of your contacts. And I could go on and on. But I just wanted to give you some of the high level, features and functionalities of this app. And really, the goal of this is ease of doing business with AMN and really helping you look for those jobs online. I think about if you're an ER nurse and you're on a night shift and you're hopefully getting a break and you get to get a quick snack and you jump on your Passport app and you see that job you want to submit to and you're able to send it to your recruiter. And your recruiter sees that right away when they get in the office. They send you that virtual interview and you have an offer within 12 hours of seeing that job on your shift in the middle of the night that you're working. So really making that ease of doing business and allowing your recruiter to really be that career counselor and create those deepened relationships with you by utilizing this app and utilizing the technology and giving more control to you and your recruiter in all of that. So really, really exciting stuff and excited for you guys to see it. I hope you've all downloaded it and start perusing and found that really great California job that you're posting to your Instagram story.
I love it. You're right. The list goes on and on. And I think something to highlight too, to Miley's point, is the app just keeps getting better. So this is not the last version of the app. We continue to update it with things that we know are going to make your life easier and make ease of doing business with us. I do want to shout out just a couple of things. Melissa Bittman, thank you for downloading the app. And I love that you're going to be scrolling it daily. We do work with travel pairs, travel trios. I think we've probably had I don't even know what it would be, travel quadruplets. We work with all kinds of travel partners. We'll talk a little bit about AMN Traveler, our Instagram app, but we've had recruiters have nurses that meet each other on assignment and start working together. We've actually had people that have met each other on assignment and ended up getting married. So we do work with whatever it is that you're looking for. So I'm actually going to turn it over to Tim. I know, Tim, you wanted to talk about one of the questions that we had gotten, which I think was a great one, about privacy and talking through a little bit of that with the app.
Yeah, thanks, Sandra. Yeah, I don't have too much to add on there, but what's great about AMN and our app is we are a big company. We've been around since the 80s. So one of the questions that we had is, I think with all things tech, is just like, hey, how secure is my information on here? And the app is very, very secure. Just know it's backed by a lot of support departments, and a lot of money went into investing into this piece of technology. And we've also partnered up with some consulting companies that focus specifically on developing new tech initiatives and platforms. So very secure. And just to add on to what Miley had said is, yeah, it's, what we love about the app is, it's funny because I was born in the age of technology, but I'm still technology dumb. I like things that are simple and easy to use. If it's not simple, if it's not a swipe or a click, like, I'm not going to use it. So I think that's one of the biggest feedbacks that we received, just how easy the app is to use for credentialing or payroll or contacting a recruiter or customer service representative. So lots of different features, and yeah, very, very simple to learn and to use.
One thing I was going to say also kind of goes with the privacy is also around safety. I know that we had a couple of questions kind of on that. So it made us kind of think of, with like hurricanes or the fires we've had in California, and being able to get to our clinicians as quick as possible. So, before it's been, we'll post things on social media or, phone calls and texts. But another thing about the app is it's a great way where we can send updates on those kind of things really quick and get the information to our candidates and travelers faster. So make sure that they are safe. So another great thing about the app as well.
Yeah, I love that, and love that you touch on it, August. The safety of our clinicians is definitely at top of mind, especially if you're someplace new. It's different. It's not anything that you're used to. We can imagine that that's very, very scary and exciting in a lot of ways as well. Did want to answer a couple of questions on passport. So are the jobs current? Yes, they are current. And if a job is taken, is it removed from passport? Yes, I'll say yes, but. So yes, but it's not instant. These are things that we're kind of continuing to work through. As I said, there's going to be a lot of versions of the app, and those are some of the things that we're working through. Is how quickly can we get those things up to date for you, so that we can make sure that you're getting the best information possible and are able to talk to your recruiter, like we said, as more of that career counselor. So it looks like we have 4 winners so far for iPads. So we still have one available. So jump in there and download the app if you haven't already. There's still a chance for you to win. Find that California job and post it to your Instagram story, tag AMN Traveler. We do have another little giveaway as we transition into our next segment. So this one is for 10 people. Very, very easy. So all you are going to do is grab that phone again. Jump onto Instagram. I know for me, I know exactly where that button is, especially having had a baby and being at home. There's some time where, you just got to scroll Instagram. So I know exactly where that is. And I'm sure Tim, August, and Miley all feel the same way. So open up that Instagram app. Go ahead and follow AMN Traveler like and comment on our latest post, which is talking about travel or the Gypsy Nurse Live. So go ahead and follow AMN Traveler, like and comment on that post. And we have 10 winners. So lots of opportunity here. So very, very excited. With AMN Traveler, I know I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but one of the things that we really love about getting our nurses to go to all of these different places, and something that I think you've probably missed out on during this crazy pandemic year, is the opportunity and ability to travel and to see all of these amazing different places, and to let us know about all of those really fun experiences that you're having. I know I mentioned we've had travelers that have met each other and have gotten married and have then traveled the country together. So really just cool stuff to be able to see on the AMN Traveler site. I'm going to turn it over to August, I think, actually, to talk first about just how technology is utilized and you guys can use it while you're traveling to these new and exciting places.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than the AMN app, there's lots of different things that are out there that I can think of. It's just like when I started recruiting years ago, it's just amazing, like how things have changed just in a short time of 15 years, really, when you think about it. But a lot of the different things we've seen, of course, with like housing, I was talking to the group yesterday, just how when I first started recruiting and I'm the one like having to really help search and calling classified ads to find rentals for travelers in certain areas. And now, you have like Airbnb and VRBO, and it's so much easier, one, to find rentals, but two, to actually see what you're getting into as well, and see like ratings and all that kind of stuff. So that's really, and a big change and just amazing. And with the app, you can actually go into Airbnb. You don't even have to leave the app, and you can get right into Airbnb to search for rentals. Waze, I think of Waze, which I use all the time in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with traffic. And, we have a lot of travelers on the allied side, especially, and I'm in nursing as well, like in home health and going from place to place within their job, and then also traveling around. We had a story a recruiter on my team told me about. One of their travelers used meetup.com and found a salsa class in the area that she was working. So, I mean, you literally can find all kinds of stuff now just through your phone and through technology, and really connecting with other people and travelers in the same area where, 10 or 15 years ago, that was a little bit harder to do.
Yeah, I love that. And I know you've talked a lot about different stories, and I'm sure all of us could tell you stories that we've had from our own travelers. So Allison, Kenny, just a shout out. I'm glad that the app is making your life easier with working with us. That is the number one goal, is to provide just something that makes the ease of doing business with us that much better. So love seeing that. I do have our 5 winners for the Passport iPad giveaway. So congrats to Gigi, Joseph. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, Malika. My name is Sandra, and I always get Sandra, so I'm sorry if I totally butchered it. Susan Smith and BK Star. So great. So excited for you guys. We'll get the information that we need to get those things out for you. Also, just a quick question, Jahara Stage. So does AMN provide health insurance coverage for RN travelers? Tim, what's the answer to that one?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have all different options, whether it's just basic preventative, PPO, HMO. So, different packages for everybody.
Yeah, and August?
Oh, yeah. We definitely, benefits, several different options as well. Tim's got to talk about the road tripper.
He does have to talk about Road Tripper. And I'll pass it over to Tim. Something I want to just mention really quick. In addition to those healthcare benefits, we do provide employment programs. So they range from a wide variety of things that you could call and ask for if you just need emotional support. We've had travelers that have gone new places with their children and call the EAP to ask for where they can find childcare. So we really try to look holistically as you as a person going to a new place. What are some of the things that you would want? So in addition to healthcare, EAP is something we also have. Tim, I know I want to have you talk a little bit about road tripping as we're kind of ending our segment here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Sandra. Road tripping. This is my favorite topic here. Haven't really had the chance to do it in the last year, with, the little small thing, COVID-19 going around. But yeah, road tripping, my advice for you guys is, I think for a lot of people, especially when they take their first travel assignment, they get a little tunnel vision about the destination. And I don't think that's a bad thing in any way. But I think if you have the time and the resources to really plan a road trip from your point A to point B, maybe spend a few days or a week and kind of map out like what are the different cities or monuments that you might run into when you're traveling from one place to another. The most road trip that I did was with my wife a couple of years ago when we got engaged, and it was really fun just kind of going through a bunch of different national parks and checking them out. And we were just thinking like, oh my gosh, we don't know the next opportunity that we're going to have to do that. And I think that's one of our biggest regrets we hear from some travelers is, oh gosh, I wish I spent more time driving across the country. Some people have to make that drive from, Florida to California in 48 hours. But hey, if you have the time to spend a week and really just soak it all in, like you guys can, create some amazing stories from that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And we love hearing all of your stories and seeing them posted on AMN Traveler. So please, please, please let us know when you're traveling and where you're going and what you're seeing. We, as recruiters and as leaders of recruiters, get a little bit of FOMO seeing all of these incredible pictures. So it really is fun. One additional question that we got in, Miley, I'm going to turn to you. Are our recruiters, or are most of our recruiters former healthcare workers?
No, most are not former healthcare workers. We have a wide variety of backgrounds within AMN. I mean, if you even ask the four of us, we come from very different backgrounds. So we do have some, but not a lot. We have a wide variety of backgrounds within AMN for recruiters. So I personally come from a financial background and switched industries and found my love here helping all of you. So yeah. And just one more thing I wanted to talk about before we log off or end is I know that we were talking a lot about, housing resources and road tripping resources, and really social media is something that can be so helpful to all of you. You've all taken the first step. Gypsy Nurse is such an amazing resource to connect with travelers and to find out about different facilities and where people are finding housing and where people are stopping along the way and who's at a certain facility, and really connecting with people on social media. So Instagram, Facebook, and there's so many different groups to join within different areas to really use that resource. I know you already have taken that step by being here, but that's really a huge, huge important step, is really getting on there and doing the research and putting yourself out there and connecting with other travelers. I know that my travelers, when I was a recruiter, that's how they met some of their best friends, and they would connect with people on an assignment and then start traveling as a travel pair. So yeah.
I love it. And it is true. So utilizing that social media, Gypsy Nurse, as Miley mentioned, is one of those big sites that we talked to a lot of our nurses about. August, it looks like you're going to add something in there.
Yeah, I just was a quick comment just around, the question of healthcare workers being recruiters. And really, for us, where we have a lot of our healthcare workers, and even they were travelers for us, is our clinical team. So I think that's where we've been amazing too, is having a team to support our travelers out there. So we have nurses, PTs, SLP that are all on staff for our travelers to help them when they're on assignment with clinical issues. And you can also, they have somebody on call at all times, so 24-hour service for that. So I just kind of wanted to make sure, follow up on that. They're amazing.
Yeah, it's such a great call out, and we definitely utilize them a lot. So we're very thankful for them, and they're there for you as well. I'm going to kind of wrap us up. This has gone by so fast, I think, for all of us. But I know we would love to come back and talk to you guys some more, or just continue for the rest of the day. But we want to let you guys get back. Just a couple of little shout outs. Riri, I want to see your pictures of your road trip from Texas to Florida. There's so many fun, like random things to stop at on that road trip. So want to see that. Tim's doing Florida to Texas. So you guys can just pass by and wave at each other on the freeway. I also wanted to call out Harry, who loves AMN. Harry, we love you too. We're so excited to see you on this. Alice, I love the comments that are coming through. Long road trips, audiobooks are definitely great. utilize each other. I think this is a great way to end this. This is what you get from social media, are the support from your fellow travelers and really being able to get in there. Also, thank you to DTMB with Rachel for your comment that this is a great session. We love it. And Sean Taylor 23 for the shout out as well. I could go on and on talking about this topic and talking to you all about how much we just appreciate you. But I'm going to bring Rachel back on. Thank you for having us, you guys. We're so happy.
Yes, thank you so much, and so many wonderful comments. I'm so glad that you guys could come on here and talk about everything that you did. It was all great, amazing information. I wish the world could see it, but everyone that saw it today, and they'll still see it later. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to post in the comments. Even if it's hours later or days later, we'll be keeping an eye on those, and then we can have someone answer it. So, and yeah, we'll definitely have you guys on again if you want to. But yeah, so thank you everybody for joining, and congratulations to everybody that won their prizes. Anybody, the ones that won the first 5 ones, I'll be messaging you guys from the Gypsy Nurse fan page. If not, I'll be commenting and asking you to message us. So I will be in contact with all of you guys. So thank you guys again, and enjoy your day. Bye, everybody.